secondary schools in Brighton and Hove are banning smartphones for Year 7 pupils from September. The 10 schools sent a joint letter to parents explaining the decision that it's hoped will encourage pupils to build a stronger community. New students will only be able to bring in basic phones that can't access the internet or take photographs. Leanne Rinney has our report.
Jake is in Year 7 and at the moment he's allowed to bring a smartphone into school as long as it's switched off in his bag during the school day. But from September, those joining in Year 7 will be banned from bringing a smartphone in, whether it's switched off or not.
A lot of my friends have a smartphone. They use it quite a lot. It's not ideal having a smartphone and looking at social media every minute of the day. Just put it down and just live in the real world.
All 10 secondary schools in Brighton and Hove have agreed to ban smartphones for Year 7 students from September 2026.
We encourage families to consider buying a brick phone, which is a non-Wi-Fi smartphone, which means that they can't access the internet or social media or video footage. So it is just purely for contacting family in emergency, or whether they want to phone home at the end of the day so that they can stay to an extracurricular.
I think it varies quite a bit about how much people use their phones, because some people are quite addicted to them since Year 7 or even since primary, and people who are addicted to it tend to spend less time, hanging out with their friends.
So I do have a smartphone and I did have social media for a short period of time, and I felt it really wasn't good for me. It made me feel quite anxious, stressed. I found myself spending quite a lot of useless time on it, whereas now I've made the decision to delete it.
Whether it's explicit content, violent content, disordered eating content, suicide content, so many harms that children experience via social media and smartphones, and they're just simply not safe devices for children.
The government said it plans to introduce a clear legal requirement for schools to be smartphone free in the new Children's Wellbeing and Schools Act that became law last month. Leanne Rinney, BBC South East Today, Brighton.